Uh, okay, so good morning, all of you. In continuation with the our yesterday's lecture about plasma arc machining, okay, uh, we'll cover the remaining point about the plasma arc machining. Okay, so now I will. You can write your roll number, no problem. Okay, simultaneously I will share my screen. Okay, at that study material that you will get all the PPTs, all the notes. Okay. So yesterday we have seen that this what is how plasma generated. Okay, what is the working principle of plasma arc machining? Okay, that also we have seen this diagram I have explained. Okay, then this plasma arc system, whether it is that depend on arc mode. Okay, non-transport arc plasma arc machining system that we have seen, and transport arc. Okay, elements of plasma arc cutting system that also we have seen, then types of this plasma torch that are also we have seen. Okay, and we were discussing about this um, process performance. Okay, okay, let me. So today now we have to discuss this process performance. So process performance of this plasma arc machining system. Okay, so the first point is that when this surface speed or speed of the workpiece is very high. In that case, material removal rate reaches to your maximum level. Okay, when your surface speed of your workpiece when it will be high, then your material removal volumetric material removal rate will attain maximum value. And then okay, and now if we increase the cutting speed of the workpiece, okay, then material removal rate after reaching to the maximum level, then again it is reduces. Okay, so that means it start decreasing after reaching to the your maximum value of material removal rate. It start reducing. Okay, it start decreasing. So surface speed of the workpiece, if we increase material removal rate increase to a maximum level, and beyond that surface speed again this beyond that surface speed material removal rate decreases or reduces. Okay, then maximum cut thickness. Okay, so a maximum thickness of the metal that can be cut on the workpiece, it is 150 mm. That is the maximum thickness of the workpiece metal can be cut by using this plasma arc machine. Okay, so this cutting speed. Okay, next cutting speed actually it depends on the surface speed. Okay, speed of this workpiece metal, and then again metal properties. Okay, proper of your workpiece metal, and also the thickness of the metal. Okay, that means the thickness of the workpiece, okay, which you are going to cut. Okay, so this cutting speed is depend on the thickness of workpiece metal which you are cutting, workpiece metal properties, and surface speed of the your workpiece metal. Okay, so that means it is a function of this. You can see it is a function of this T. Okay, and it is a function of also current also, that is I. So cutting speed, you can say cutting speed it decreases with the increasing in the thickness. So if you increase the thickness of the workpiece metal, your surface speed will reduce, and cutting speed sorry, your cutting speed will reduce. Okay, if you increase the thickness of metal, then cutting speed will decrease. So this is a formula to calculate the cutting speed of the your plasma arc machining. Okay, again So here I have written that formula. Then so tolerance. Okay, so generally this tolerance generated by this plasma arc machine system, it is very poor. Okay, so tolerance when you are cutting workpiece material, then you will get the tolerance less than 25 mm. Okay, you can see uh, okay, that means sorry, when you are cutting that thickness of the material having the that more than the 25, then you'll get the tolerance that is plus minus zero point 0.8. Okay, and if this thickness is more than 25 mm, then tolerance plus minus 3 mm. Okay, then the width of cut, it's very high. Okay, 2.5 to 9 mm, you'll get the width of cut. Okay, then taper, so the taper, it depends on the whirling motion. Okay, that means taper you will get the 5 to 7 degree without twirling. Okay, and the most important point is that surface finish. So surface finish achieved on the machined surface. Okay, it is very poor, and it is 5 to 75 micron in case of the plasma arc machining process. And also huge amount of heat affected zone is formed on the machined surface. So this heat affected zone, it may be around 0.75 to 5 mm. So this much of heat affected zone is formed in case of this plasma arc machining. So this heat affected zone is a function of your thickness of the workpiece material. Okay, then plasma arc system, material type, what kind of material you are going to cut, and your cutting condition also. So it depends on the heated region. Okay, it depends on thickness, plasma arc system, and material type and cutting condition. So on these all uh, parameters, the heat affected zone is depend. Okay, so this about the process performance. Okay, that means the advantages, or you can call disadvantages also. Okay, or process capabilities. Now the last one, that is the applications. Now application of this plasma arc, plasma arc machining system. So this the first application is that this mostly this plasma arc machining system is used for preparing the ends of the pipe. Okay, not by oxy fuel method, then we have to go with this plasma arc cutting operation. So applications are multiple torch system, which is simultaneous cutting of various variety of shape from one plate. Okay, so multiple torch you can use instead of one torch. Okay, multiple torch you can use. Okay, for cutting of varieties of the shape from the one plate. So again, it is used for preparing the ends of the pipe bevel cut at a certain angle. So for preparing the ends of the pipe, so this for generating this bevel cut section before welding, you can use this plasma arc machining. Okay, used for preparing end of pipe. Okay, bend cut. Okay, section end of pipe section before welding. Okay, so you can mount torch at a fixed angle, and you can rotate the pipe. Okay, underneath the torch. Okay, then when workpiece is connected to that your workpiece is when your workpiece is connected to a CNC system, that time it is called the CNC operated plasma arc cutting system. So this kind of a CNC operated system, it is used for the punching operations. punching type operations. Then for a shape cutting of light duty plates like stainless steel, aluminum, copper, etc., which is very difficult for cutting by oxyfuel system. So oxyfuel system cannot cut beyond a certain thickness. So in that case, this plasma arc cutting system you can use. Okay, so plasma arc cutting system can cut very high thickness. So that is why it is more economical than your normal or traditional oxyfuel cutting system. So this plasma arc system, it is more economical. So this again, shape and size of the group generated by the plasma arc system is governed by the power, then traverse speed, angle, and the height of the plasma torch. Height means the that stand up distance of the plasma torch. So this, as we know that, as we know that yesterday we have seen that we have the two types of the arc mode. Okay, one is the that non-contacting, and one is the contacting arc. So sorry, transport and non-transport. So non-transport arc mode you can use for the electrical non-conductive workpiece. Okay, but that time you will get the low material rate. Okay, again this plasma arc machining you can employ for the turning of the material which is difficult to machine. Okay, then the most important that underwater plasma machining system. Okay, with a low speed. Okay, that is also under development. That means this advanced machining process is that. Okay, so these are the applications. So once again, this non-transport or electric non-conductive workpiece can be used for electric non-conductive workpiece. Okay, it has low material movement. So this transport arc has, as I have told that, it has the higher material movement. So these are the applications. Okay, you can see here. This transport arc is having the higher material movement. It has the limitation that you can use the transport arc plasma arc system for a workpiece having the electrical conductive. But a non-transfer arc plasma arc system you can use for the workpiece non-conductive as well as conductive. Okay, there is no constraint about that. But you'll get the low material rate in case of if you use this non-transport arc mode, the non-conductive, electrical non-conductive motor. Okay. So this is about the plasma arc machining. Okay. Now, as we have the time, so let us see one video. One minute. Plasma arc machining animation. Okay, we'll see.
Download Byju's, the all-new and personalized learning app. Hi. So we know the working principle of plasma arc machining. These are the important parts. Non-consumable tungsten electrode. This electrode will be covered by a cool conducting nozzle, and this nozzle covered by a sealing gas, workpiece, and DC power supply. In DC power source, negative power supply is given to the electrode, and positive power supply is given to the workpiece, and plasma gas to generate the plasma jet, shielding gas, and plasma arc. These are the important parts in plasma arc machining. the power supply to the and plasma gas is ionized and made to electrically conduct you.
Do you want to learn Python programming and get a high-paying job? No problem. बस आपको सीखने होंगे
Hi. Let me know the working principle of plasma arc machining. Let me know the working principle of plasma arc machining. Important part. These are the important parts.
I think voice is audible.
Non-consumable tungsten electrode. This electrode will be covered by a waterproof constructing nozzle, and this nozzle covered by a shielding gas, workpiece, and DC power supply. In DC power source, negative power supply is given to the electrode, and positive power supply is given to the workpiece, and plasma gas to generate the plasma jet, shielding gas, plasma arc. These are the plasma arc. In plasma machining.
आवाज येतोय का?
हा येतोय सर आवाज.
से येस और नो इन द चॅट बॉक्स. आवाज आलता का आता?
हा येतोय आवाज सर.
ओके हा येस ओके थँक्यू.
These are the important parts in plasma machining. Here the power supply is given to the electrode and workpiece, and this plasma gas is ionized and made to electrically conduct you. In plasma arc machining, the arc is generated through a constricting nozzle. Instead of diverging this arc, the spark is emitted through a small cross-section area of this nozzle. So the nozzle velocity and temperature has increased. After coming out from this nozzle, the temperature is raised around 28,000 degrees Celsius. So the general heating phenomena takes place on this workpiece, and metal is melted. Then the blow gas is supplied through this nozzle, and metal is blown from the. Thanks for watching.
Okay, then we'll see another one. How does plasma cutting work? That we'll see.
तो ये है इलेक्ट्रोड जो टंगस्टन हेलो दोस्तों, मेरा नाम है नितिन और आपका स्वागत है मेरे चैनल। हेलो दोस्तों, मेरा नाम है नितिन और आपका स्वागत है मेरे चैनल नितिनपीडिया पर। दोस्तों आज डिस्कस करने वाले हैं प्लाज्मा आर्किंग के बारे में। तो चलिए शुरू करते हैं। तो सबसे पहले डिस्कस करेंगे यह प्लाज्मा होता क्या है। तो जब किसी गैस को एक्सट्रीमली हाई टेम्परेचर पर हीट करते हो तब उसके इलेक्ट्रॉन्स रैपिडली मूव होने लगते हैं, जिसकी वजह से ही गैस एनर्जी बहुत ही ज्यादा बढ़ जाती है। एंड फाइनली जो हाई है तो टंगस्टन इस मटेरियल का बनाया हुआ होता है। तो इस वेल्डिंग में प्लाज्मा का टेम्परेचर ज्यादा होने की वजह से जो इलेक्ट्रोड है वह हाई टेम्परेचर सस्टेनेबल होना चाहिए, इसीलिए हम टंगस्टन को यूज करते हैं। यानी इसका जो मेल्टिंग पॉइंट टेम्परेचर है टंगस्टन का वो बहुत ही ज्यादा है, तो वह प्लाज्मा का टेम्परेचर सस्टेन कर सकता है। इसीलिए जो इलेक्ट्रोड है वह टंगस्टन का ही इस्तेमाल करते हैं। ये है प्लाज्मा सिलेंडर जिसमें हाई टेम्परेचर प्लाज्मा स्टोर करते हैं। ये है इनर्ट गैस सिलेंडर। तो जब वेल्डिंग परफॉर्म होती है उसके दौरान हम इस इनर्ट गैस को सप्लाई करते हैं, जो एक प्रोटेक्टिव शील्ड बनाकर जो एटमॉस्फेरिक कंटेमिनेंट्स है वह वेल्डिंग आर्क के दरमियान आने नहीं देती, जिससे हम स्मूथ एंड प्योर वेल्डिंग परफॉर्म कर सके। एंड यह है पावर सप्लाई, जिसके इलेक्ट्रोड को नेगेटिव टर्मिनल एंड वर्कपीस को पॉजिटिव टर्मिनल से अटैच किया हुआ है। एंड यह है वाटर कूलिंग जैकेट। तो प्लाज्मा का टेम्परेचर बहुत ही ज्यादा हाई होने की वजह से इस वेल्डिंग के दौरान हमें वाटर जैकेट को एज ए कूलिंग इस्तेमाल करना पड़ता है, ताकि हम जो मटेरियल की जो अलग अलग प्रॉपर्टीज है जो टेम्परेचर की वजह से अफेक्ट होगी उसको अवॉइड कर सके। तो जब वेल्डिंग प्रोसेस स्टार्ट होगी तब हाई टेम्परेचर प्लाज्मा गैस इस ओरिफिस से सप्लाई होता है और वह हाई टेम्परेचर गैस आर्क प्रोड्यूस करता है, जिससे वर्कपीस मेल्ट होके वेल्डिंग प्रोसेस परफॉर्म होती है। यहाँ से इनर्ट गैस सप्लाई की जाती है जो आर्क एंड वेल्डिंग पुल के अराउंड एक शील्ड बनाती है, जिससे एटमॉस्फेरिक एयर अंदर नहीं आती और आपको स्मूथ एंड क्लीन वेल्डिंग मिलती है। तो प्लाज्मा आर्क वेल्डिंग से हाई मेल्टिंग पॉइंट जो मेटल है या फिर अलॉय है उसको वेल्ड करते हैं, जैसे स्टेनलेस स्टील एंड टाइटेनियम। कमर्शियली इस वेल्डिंग का उपयोग एरोस्पेस इंडस्ट्री में जेट इंजन मैन्युफैक्चरिंग में करते हैं। प्लाज्मा आर्क वेल्डिंग बहुत ज्यादा एक्सपेंसिव और हाई पावर कंज्यूमिंग होती है एंड यह अल्ट्रा वायलेट एंड इंफ्रारेड प्रोड्यूस करती है जो हमारे स्किन के लिए हार्मफुल है। तो इस तरह से एक हाई टेम्परेचर के हेल्प से आप
We've all been told what success looks like, but what does it look like for you?
Today we will discuss about plasma. Arc cut. Discuss about plasma or plasma arc machine. What is plasma? Plasma is a superheated ionized gas. When we heat a gas at a higher temperature, then it will ionize or break down into positive or negative ions or into any other ions. If a gas is superheated and at higher temperature it is ionized, then it is called plasma. Now discuss about the parts of the plasma arc cutting. We have a fixture on which a workpiece is placed, a torch body, and a tungsten electrode, which is a non-consumable electrode. Electrode has negative sign and workpiece has positive sign. So tool electrode has cathode and workpiece is anode. This is the standoff distance between the tool and the workpiece. This is the space for the primary gases, which is 10,000 to 14,000 degrees Celsius hot or in the form of plasma. And this is the space is for secondary gases, which is water or any gas for cooling purpose. Because in the region very hot gases will be produced, which is also called plasma. So for the cooling purpose, the outer shell carry water or any kind of gases is called secondary gas. Now what will happen? Tungsten electrode have negative polarity, and so when gases will come into contact with the electrode, they will be converted into ionized form, or we can say plasma. Then this plasma will strike on the workpiece, and this hot plasma, when strike on the workpiece, the workpiece metal will be molten, and this molten metal is removed from the workpiece, and the outer shell carries secondary gases for cooling purpose. So from this manner, plasma arc cutting or plasma arc machining will work. Thank you for seeing this video. You can subscribe me for more updated videos on my channel Learn and Grow. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay. So this is about the plasma arc machining. I request all of you please write down your roll number. We'll take attendance. Okay. After writing your roll number, you can do this meeting. No problem. Okay.
You can leave this meeting, no problem. Lecture is over.